many times it serves as a 2 points where the energy's going in, clearing here, but also I can feel it in the left hand as it creates the circuit. I can feel what kind of blockages there are, whether or not what this hand is feeling. If I can feel the energy that's going out of the right hand and into the individual's body. A lot of times what I feel is something that a facilitator needs to get used to or get over, is the idea that they have to be doing something all the time. A lot of the time, what ends up being sometimes the most profound and the most impactful is when there's very little motion happening. So in this case, I might have my hands in the same place for a large period of time. And what happens is you actually can start to flow more energy many times in that case, the longer your hands are in the same spot. We'll take a moment to ask the person on the table, are you feeling anything at this point?
Yes.
What are you feeling?
An energy change that's really significant in a good way.
Yeah. What kind of energy change?
I thought a blockage first, but now it feels like it's all one motion and flowing.
So you can actually feel energy going from the hand up here to the hand down here?
Yes, it feels a lot smoother.
And I am feeling a significant amount of energy. There's a great deal of heat, not only between my hands and the body, but between my two hands. I feel a great deal of heat, which is significant that there is a very open channel at this point between the two hands. In fact, my left hand on the solar plexus here is actually burning the top part. The back side of my hand is feeling a great deal of heat and pressure. A lot of times, what we want to acknowledge is going to be the energy centers of the body. And I'm sure a lot of people watching this video are going to be very well aware of the chakra system, the chakras. And it is very significant when we come to doing healing work, energy work, facilitation of the energy body, is to acknowledge that these are going to be some of the most significant parts of the body that are going to be shut down, have energy blockages, either outside of the body or inside of the body, because the energy chakras are not strictly a physical body phenomenon, but they actually extend out from the body in a cone shape. Both the front of the body and the back of the body. Of course, we have the lowest energy center, second solar plexus, second sexual chakra, third solar plexus chakra, fourth heart chakra, throat chakra, ajna, or the third eye chakra, and then the crown seal chakra. The crown seal chakra is a really neat one to work with. You want to be, again, very sensitive to the person that you're working on, and always have in your mind that we're working for what's the highest good. And it's not always the case that the most energy that we can flow is always going to be for the highest good of the individual. It's a lot of times my intention to flow a lot of energy, but also being very sensitive to what is going to be for the best scenario for the individual on the table. So right now, on the crown seal chakra, my fingers, which you notice are in a point, that's concentrating the energy in a great deal, as opposed to the palm, where my palm chakra would be open if I was doing that, and it would be more of a broad type of energy distribution into the crown seal chakra. But in this case, I'm moving in a little circular motion with my two fingertips, almost as it's opening this chakra and getting it to move in the way that I'm feeling for it to move. Or it's like, in a way, how I'm feeling to guide the chakra in this case. You notice, again, my hand is strategically placed on the body here. In this case, it's the heart chakra. So now the two chakras that I'm working with would be the crown seal chakra and the heart chakra. And again, because in this case, sending hand is the right hand, which is at the crown seal, and the receiving hand is at the heart. This is not always the case. It could be that intuitively or energetically, you could say, I would be guided to switch hands, in which my sending hand would be on the heart, and the receiving hand would be at the crown seal chakra. And in fact, I'm feeling that's probably where we're going to go next. Once we open these centers and I'm sending energy down, it feels appropriate to be sending the energy back up to the crown seal chakra. And I can tell you that this individual that's on the table is very advanced energetically. So there's things that I'm doing now that may take a while to get to for a typical individual. I would probably need to do a lot more clearing before I'm feeling what I'm feeling with this individual, which almost instantly I'm feeling the energy going between my hands. So I'm going to switch hands now and go again with the point of the sending hand and the broad palm with the receiving hand here. And the individual on the table is probably going to be feeling the energy point here, going into the heart, and then almost like a sensitivity, like an electric current running up through in between these two hands. And sometimes a pressure towards the receiving hand, where we're accumulating the prana or the chi, the life force. That's such a great word, the life force. The force of life, without which we would be very little, have very little vitality, very little energy, very little motivation.